the leagues will win it all, bro. One
let's
of
let's
them,
talk
bro.
let's
I
talk
can't.
about let's talk about Gronk. Gronk, this injury to Gronk, his back. Um,
Mm.
you know, it's hard to count out Brady, Belichick. Brady's actually banged up a little bit. We got this upstart Raiders team really making a lot of headway. I'm a big fan of Derek Carr. Love their offensive line. Love the weapons. I think the defense is coming into play. They're picking it up. A lot of money spent on that team. They're making their push. They're
Yeah.
obviously making their push now. What do you think about New England? Is New England still the team to beat in the AFC?
Hey, man. Brady, Belichick, bro. Once you got those two guys, they're always gonna be the favorites. They're the favorites every year. With Brady and Belichick there. So I know Gronk's out of there. Brady's battling some injuries, but to me, they're still the favorites. They're battle tested. They've been there before. I know the defense is not as strong. They lost. Jamie Collins. They traded him. Also
Chandler
Chandler
Jones,
Jones.
right?
So you know, with all that said,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to bet against Brady and Belichick. So without Gronk, I still think they're the favorites in the AFC.
I feel like, and I understand your point. I appreciate that point. I feel like because the AFC, the teams with the proven quarterbacks in the AFC aren't playing particularly well, is the reason why we don't think this is particularly damning for New England. You know what I mean? We're talking about a young Raiders team, at least at the quarterback position offensively. You know, Pittsburgh with Roethlisberger, a proven commodity. The team is struggling as a whole. Defensively, they really do struggle. Obviously Philip Rivers, the Chargers, they're in the basement in a very tough AFC West. When you look at the teams that are really competing and have the inside track to the playoffs, it's the Alex Smith led Chiefs, it's the Trevor Simeon led Broncos. So I kind of feel like in most years, this loss of Gronk would be damning. It would be, you know what, the Patriots are obviously going to make the playoffs, but I don't see them making that run. But considering that you really have no one in position at this point, there's a lot of football left to play. You have the Simeons and the Alex Smiths that are the wild card teams, and your division leaders are who? Joe Flacco and the Ravens and who's in the South?
I don't know if it's Andrew
Houston.
Luck or Mariota. Who
Right,
is it? Brock
right. So it's
Osweiler?
exactly.
I
So
don't know.
it's and we're not even going to Oswald. That's a different video altogether right there.
Yeah.
It's feasible that even without Gronk, they can make a run. They can still come out on top.
I would say the Raiders have the best shot at them because that offensive line, they had the quarterback in place, and the defense is coming along. So I think the Raiders have the best chance to take out the Patriots. But I'm a firm believer in you got to. They've been there before. New England's been
Sure.
there before. Oakland's never been there. So I'm gonna side with that experience with Brady and Belichick over the upstart Oakland Raiders with Derek Carr.
You think the Raiders got to take their lumps? You think they got to go in, get the nose bloodied a little bit, and then come again?
Everybody got to take their lumps, man. Yeah.
All right, all right. Well, for more on our thoughts regarding the AFC West and the NFC, excuse me, the AFC playoff picture and the NFC, visit us at www.couchpotatogm.com.